Atlanta Falcons faithful, I have been deciding how do I want to start this video. You know, how did I really want to put a stamp in the very beginning? And I think the best and literally the only way I can go about it is just by flat out saying congratulations. Congratulations. You guys have turned the corner. The first thing that I need to talk about, and the main thing that's going to help you guys really evolve into a team, a consistent team. A consistent team. I think that's the main thing that the Atlanta Falcons have really been missing over the past decade. Consistency. And that's getting rid of an Arthur Smith type coach, a guy who was an offensive coordinator. He's a billionaire's son. He's a crybaby in instances. And another thing is, he didn't really ever have a successful track record in the NFL. Of course, he had a little time in Tennessee, but that was literally by the coattails of Derrick Henry and Derrick Henry only. You get Arthur Smith out of the building, and you follow it up with a proven defensive-minded, well-intended, a leader of men in Raheem Morris. I think that hire is so massively pivotal for the organization. I think the Raheem Morris hire, which has been a lingering hire for many years, and he has said it multiple times himself, it's the perfect tango in Atlanta for the city itself, and as well for the players, to bring in a defensive-minded head coach to an already now matured offense. I think things are going to bode very well. Now, this is a little bit of a dip. Now, I remember, and I have to do this just because this is my ego, or this is how I do things, but I and my team, we got so much hate mail from you guys when we talked about how Ritter is not the long-term solution, how Ritter will not be the quarterback of the future, and how you guys should agree with us, and how you guys should see what we see. And I just want to talk about, just really quickly, and I promise we'll get into the beauty of where the Falcons are going to be next year. But what brainwashing does when you really love a player and you really want him to work out, understand you guys were giving him breaks on games where he had like 3 fumbles or 4 fumbles and multiple interceptions. You guys would create these narratives and these stories, and I'm just like, how? Why would y'all do that? And I always felt bad for Kyle Pitts. I always felt bad for Drake London, because you guys have very talented options in the offensive room, and I just didn't like it, and I felt bad for that offensive line that was so good. A top 5 offensive line in the National Football League, the Atlanta Falcons still have. And so there's beauty to behold. And let's go ahead and get to it. I am so happy and I am excited. There was all those murmurs and all those rumors of Justin Fields. I think the Atlanta Falcons were pretty much head and neck, number 1 of landing Justin Fields, but no, Kirk Cousins. Okay. And it's a 4-year deal, $180 million approach. And this is what my mind immediately said. Okay, you're going to get a guy that's definitely week in, week out going to be prepared. That has to be the number one thing that you want in your quarterback. I'm not saying Desmond Ridder wasn't prepared, but Kirk Cousins is going to be at a whole new level of preparation. You're going to get leadership. If you've seen anything with the Minnesota Vikings, they lean on the coattails of Kirk Cousins. They understand that he is the leader and a leader of men. And the way he goes about his leaderships, it's a very uplifting, a very positive approach. And at the end of the day, he's a distributor. He's a game managing quarterback. And I know that's sometimes seen as a negative, but it's not. He is going to get the ball to Drake London. He is going to get the ball to Kyle Pitts. And he is going to be so happy to hand off the ball to Bijan Robinson. I genuinely believe that this offense is going to take an approach that none of you guys are really going to expect. But I need to know, there were so many Desmond Ridder truthers, so many people that were just saying he needs 1 more year, he needs more time. It's only been 14 games, all the excuses. Are you upset? Are you mad? Who would be upset? Who is mad? I need to know in the comments, who hates this? Who hates having Kirk Cousins as their starting quarterback? Now, yes, I understand the Achilles injury. Oh boy, He's not a mobile quarterback. He's never been. He's always been a quarterback in the least that, if he gets touched, he goes down. Yes, he is going to have maybe a longer training camp, but I'm ready for this. I think, like I said, he brings consistency. And another thing that you guys did, which I really, really, really love, is bringing back Nate Landman. I think he's a great player that you need to keep on your defense, 100%. And then, not the best, but a pickup that I did not see coming. How about that? 3 years, $39 million contract for Darnell Mooney. That just has to be a crazy, wild addition to the team. And I know so many people are going to be like, oh, he's not good. He couldn't make Justin Fields work. Couldn't make... Guys, I promise you, Darnell Mooney is a freaking dog. And he's going to be killing it up in the slot. And I just can't wait to see everything mature within that offense the way I know it will. Because you have a legitimate distributor of the ball. Legit. And I kind of am just, kind of scratching my head trying to figure out what do you guys do at the H spot. I personally believe there should be, unless one of these main top receivers, Rome Odunze out of Washington, falls to you guys at 8. If there's any world where Malik Neighbors falls to you guys at 8, maybe you go that way. I still think and I still believe that edge rushers should be the approach that the Atlanta Falcons take. You guys have been really, really banging on the drum for that pass rusher for the past 10 years, a consistent guy. And I think Jared Verse out of Florida State is going to be the best bet. I mean, he was the guy that was getting mocked to you guys all of last year before he decided to go back to Florida State. And of course, you guys picked up Bijan Robinson. We love that for the future. But I think getting Jared Verse, who is an already proven top-notch pass rusher, already has his NFL body locked up and ready. He's going to be able to help out Jesse Bates, lower the time clock when these quarterbacks get the ball out. And you guys are in uncharted territory. I really think the NFL is going to be expecting big, big things for the Atlanta Falcons this upcoming season. You saw what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just did. They got their quarterback for the next couple of years in Baker Mayfield. They're keeping a lot of those guys in building. So you guys better be ready. You see what the Panthers did? They went and got Deontay Johnson out of Pittsburgh. They're looking to make some serious headways. And the New Orleans Saints, I don't even think we need to talk about them. I kind of think they're a fire that's about to really erupt into something really disgusting. I have no words for the Saints. You guys have a legitimate shot to making things work. Think about last year. All those games you won, legitimately won, it was led by the defense and the run game. Understanding now that a whole new window has opened, people in the National Football League, people in mainstream media, people that you see on your everyday walks of life, they don't understand what Kyle Pitts is. And I'll say that again, they truly don't understand what Kyle Pitts is. And I think Drake London has an opportunity to make a legitimate Nico Collins-esque jump in the National Football League. And now that a real legit quarterback, and I hate this for Desmond Ridder. I hate this for all the truthers that really believed in him. It might sound like I'm, giving it back to you guys. It's because I am. And because I couldn't get where you guys were. And the worst thing that you guys can do, the worst thing any team could do, is falling on the shoulders of a quarterback and a third-round quarterback that shows promise physically, but couldn't translate it on the field. And now you have a quarterback. He's not a top 10. He could play like it. He's had seasons of top 10 in Kirk Cousins. At the end of the day, you have a quarterback that can get the ball from A to B without problems, with consistency. And then this defense, you guys are going to take things to a whole new level, led by Jesse Bates and Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett, you guys lost him at the back end of the season. He comes back healthy and hungry. Guys, this defense can really be something. This team can really be something. I'm going to be as bold and as harsh as possible just to let you guys know. You guys went 7-10 last year. 7-10. And I genuinely believe that y'all were a quarterback away, a legit quarterback away from winning that division. And the divisional leader, the winner, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 9 wins. I think you guys played last year with your arm tied behind your back, and you won 7 games. I'm ready for this year for the Atlanta Falcons. We've been through a lot of harsh words have been said, but I'm willing and I'm ready to get rid of all of it and we move on to the future. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm happy for the future of the Atlanta Falcons, and I'm happy for the potential of consistency. Not just 1 year in, 1 year out, but the Matt Ryan era of consistency. Like, comment, and subscribe.